back to the SaltyyShow, and welcome back to Total War Rome 2 Empire Divided, episode 25 of our Palmyra campaign. I hope you guys are doing well today, and if you are, like and subscribe as always. And without further ado, I'm going to jump you guys right into the action. I have done one or two things off camera. Before I forget, I am going to upgrade this and spend our money here so that I don't forget to do that. The things I've done off camera is initiated a political mission as a diplomat to try and talk to the Mori tribe, or people that we have an alliance with. Hopefully, if we get the biggest success chance, we might get a settlement, and any of these settlements would be really good. And we can place our heirs legion, the Legion of Septimus, right in it, and it'll be rather defended, giving us a strong focal point in case Numidia tries to, go to us instead of dealing with the ever-growing threat of the amount of African kingdoms they have on their borders. As you can see, Mori are sending more and more troops there. Meanwhile, I have slowly and very safely begun trying to shift the political power within the Palmyra kingdom itself. As you can see, we have a new member in our noble house of Odonathus, as Claudia Graca, I believe that was who we recruited, and we enticed her to join our party. And with that, we also gained the handyman, her husband, gaining us an extra +3 loyalty from the Greek families. So that -8 really kind of mitigated itself rather well, thanks to her being married, and now it considers it a political alliance. Elsewhere, there is some troubling news in Asia Minor. While things over here with Galatia are looking well and are full steaming ahead, I think we might be able to deal with them this episode, if we're lucky. Unfortunately, though, the Macromani have entered our territory, sitting right next to Nicomedia. Not something I expected to see when I booted up the campaign today. Obviously, fingers crossed, they're just targeting Lydia, but the fact that they're willing to trespass, they've crossed the Hellespont. The fact that they're willing to trespass, that really does showcase a legion guarding our far-flung border provinces with the Barbarian kingdoms to the northwest. We need a new legion over there. We are building two to deal with Galatia, but I am definitely concerned the Macromani might have underlying agenda. Unfortunately, our eastward campaign is at a stall right now, as the legions at Arsacia and the Eastern Gap are both poisoned and dealing with plague, meaning we only have one legion operational right now, the Legion of Ecbatana, to act as the garrison force to make sure during this time of unrest and upheaval, none of our forces suffer too greatly. The Legion of Armenia is doing its job, though, laying siege to Susa with the support of our Arabian allies, and Zenobia herself sits kindly at Astrobad Adashir, holding the front line, hoping to push it ever further this episode. Without further ado, that is the end of the intro. Let us end the turn and find out if they have the brazen courage to try to sally forth against the Legion of Armenia. I did actually forget about our spy down there, but that is fine. She had a path moving forward. I do hope everyone is enjoying the new series. I'm pre-recording this before they come out, but I'm very excited, especially about Civ 7. That game, while it has its shortcomings, I believe, it really did instigate the one more turn feeling in me, so I was quite happy. Alright. We did get a... Oh, my bad, I moved him to Gaha. I was wrong. I thought it was the Mori. But we did get a superior ship parts. Due to the inability of the government to deal with the bandits' restless, angry crowds. Rotten food in Antioch as well. Tellers of tells and corrupt. That's fine. Well, what does that mean? Okay, so they're just neutral. That's fine. I mean, one more turn will be -1, but it won't be forever. Yeah, it won't be forever. So, the biggest threat we have, though, is this force of Marigan has secured Athrib, and they are holding it, which is really concerning. Especially considering none of our allies, all our allies are busy. Oh, and they're sending another army. That's not good. This little kingdom over here is proving to be rather annoying.
I will do anything for Rome.
Yeah, you're gonna suffer strong casualties, events, cultural differences. Yeah, that's a -20 right there due to the plague. And it looks like they're trying to target him as well.
Speak. I'm listening.
I mean, thankfully they're struggling too. We have, and Bactria's recruiting more forces. We need to be careful, that's for certain. Sakistan does have a force here. Let's move over here.
Swift and silent, a shadow among shadows.
Another 2 turns and they'll surrender. I think we can take them though this turn. Considering how weak this army is, let me go ahead and do some campaign stuff first. They're still suffering attrition, that's awesome.
Proceed. What is the plan?
Oop, wrong pikes.
I need experienced seamen.
What do you wish of me?
Yeah, this is perfect. The fact that they're suffering attrition, we'll be able to take them out in no time. And yes, the Makamani do appear to be following this Lydian force deeper and deeper into our territory, or they're playing the long game and they're trying to go for the Alani force, but I don't know. The war to the north is proving rather disastrous for the Alani people. Do we recruit an army at Petra or Judea? Because I am worried the Maresian, I don't actually know how you say it, but that client state is proving to be rather effective at penetrating our southern forces. It is rather dangerous if we leave them exposed. Up here seems to be going about as swimmingly as one would expect. But things aren't too crazy as of right now. So we're gonna have them continue recruiting. Yeah, Media Magna's the only one really suffering. Investing in this, I feel like, is a negative.
At your command.
Public order will go down drastically if we have an army garrisoned.
Ready for battle.
This army could still hold. I'm a little worried about the Legion of the East, but they're not being threatened as of right now. Go ahead and upgrade them while we're here. So let's work towards, I guess, just upgrading settlements. Let's stick to the ones that we really care about, Egyptus. And let's hit Memphis. Make sure things are going well, and actually, yeah, 6 and 8, that's perfect. We're now at 56%. We have arms delivery, level 2 ship hulls upon recruitment. That means we could technically upgrade these. Well, I mean, sure, let's upgrade the general and you, why not? Level 2 ship hulls. Getting about an extra 100 ship health. Why not? That's not too bad. Do you still need Romanization? Yes, yes you do. Okay, Rome is still increasing its influence there. Alright, I think we're going to take Susa this turn. I see no reason to lay the siege further, and I do think I'm going to just fight this. I'm not going to record it for, or I'm not going to do a replay because this is going to be a very swift battle. Let's get into it, though. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the battlefield. Now, do not worry too much. Replays will still stick around, but It does help speed up the process of recording when these small little battles we can get in and really just enjoy the action.
Spears!
We await your command.
At speed!
I was like, pikes down, please.
Camel spearmen!
At ready.
Blood riders at the double!
Very nice. We're rampaging them already.
Camel spearmen.
For glory! Pikeman!
The Graharian general is getting in here. Their elephants have been defeated.
Melee cavalry ready! Riders ready and waiting! Double! Slingers! Pikeman! Yours to command! Camel spearmen! We await your
Ready and
command!
waiting.
Double time! Commander! Yours to command!
Get our forces
Spears!
into position.
Ready and waiting. Camel spearmen.
Pikeman! And the double! Camel spearmen!
Ready for order. Ready, my lord. Murder.
We are definitely not taking too many casualties, which is
Melee
great.
horsemen! As you command! Yours to command! Back now! As quickly now!
What orders?
We await your command! Camel spearmen! We understand!
Go ahead and try to pull the cameras out.
Yours to command! Your orders?
Garha is getting in the thick of it.
To a forward!
Awaiting order.
Pikeman! Ready and waiting! Ready and waiting! Yes, Commander! Commander!
Excellent work, really, on the Garhal's part. They are ruining the enemy back here. And our pike lines will hold
General is dead!
easily.
Ready to ride!
Yeah, really, Garhal getting in there with these camel warriors and things as such. The general, particularly to the Arabian nobles, really slaughtering the forces rapidly.
We await your command!
I didn't expect them to do so well.
Advance!
And that is a swift victory. Holy crap. And with that quick and brutal slaughter, Susa is now ours. Looks like we're getting -16 no matter what, actually, even if we raise it. So occupying is definitely the best case there. That's just to make sure there's no chance of slums rising up and Susa, as we don't want to deal with that. Cultural difference is at -16. We did get Mount Behiston, again granting a -20 resistance to foreign occupation and plus 10% military research speed. Hell yeah. Very nice. Oh, that actually drastically improved. Is that because of this, or did we miss something? I feel like we might have missed something up there, but either way, that is good with me. I'm far more situated on Galatia. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen this episode with Galatia. So we began our conquest of Persis. We could try to risk moving our forces quickly to take Gore, as Persepolis sits empty right now, other than the garrison that is completely diminished. But we do want to be careful. We don't want to conquer too rapidly either. So we will wait, play the long game, hopefully, and let's find out what happens. Ooh, the Legion of Armenia leveled up, actually.
For the people.
We shall grant them the skirmisher. You think the skirmisher? No, unrelenting force. More campaign movement speed is always the way to go.
The Senate does not offer Rome's protection to any passing stranger.
I will take that. I will gladly take that. I could care less for the survival of Rome itself. We do kind of need it to go away eventually, but I'd much rather not have to worry about them. So So we shall find out.
We humbly.
As much as I'd love to jump in on the party, I have an achievement, which actually, you all didn't see that.
An attack would...
But I did get an achievement over the course of the intern, which was surviving 100 bandit events. I didn't even think I needed to get that one, but that's one achievement down and done for this campaign, which is absolutely wonderful. Epicton has had a sickness breakout as well. Darn. And Syria has broken into a riot. Ooh. Sorry, everybody. All the dogs are together right now. That's a very dangerous situation. Fingers crossed nothing happens. Alright, we're gonna disband that. Epicton is suffering the plague. Everything is being quelled. This legion didn't get it though, thankfully. Man, this one is still just... Everything that walks into this part of the region is just dying.
Commander,
Yeah.
at your command.
And this is a giant...
Commander,
This is a giant region to have to deal with. Every single region here has the plague. The Great Eastern Plague. Really proving to be rather deadly. We're gonna need to move this turn if we want to secure. Is it going to put our land at risk? Manufacturing is going to get a boon here. So we could easily take... Let's risk it.
None will escape. We cannot pass here.
I'm going to take that settlement for sure.
We are ready. Besieging settlement.
And this one can fall as well.
I shall take this
Alright,
place.
so it's a rather bold move to be that aggressive that quickly, but I do want to secure Persis without Gerhal getting in the way. It would be rather unfortunate.
For the people.
These legions are done next turn,
Prepare yourselves.
and I don't even know if these can really get diminished any further. And they're both here. I am going to I'm going to really lose my loyalty benefits. But it is what it is. I'd rather not face the consequences potentially of Galatia moving anywhere. Shoot. Yeah. They're also a client state. It's gonna be troubling. But you know, in their current condition, this is a force. In its current condition, these armies assaulting anywhere is not going to bother us too much. Especially if we break things off now.
In the name of the Republic, welcome.
I do...
Speak as a friend of Rome or as an enemy, but do so with honesty. Your newly impoverished merchants will, I am certain, offer thanks to your god.
No, break it all off. What was that? Shit. Okay, we're still good. We're still good. Barely, but we're still good. I think we're about to go to war with them immediately. 1300 in the bank. This army is, yeah, this army is a threat. I'm really... Nabatea seems to be making their way back. Sabah's dealing with another force down there. Eey, I don't know, guys. I don't know. This is dangerous. We might actually need to bring forth a new army led. Excuse me, we might need to get Decimus here. It's either Decimus or Faustus here. Faustus would be pretty good. Oh, we're not making any money, actually. We're going to hold off on that. Our income has drastically dropped thanks to 2 new legions coming about and suffering the repercussions for it. Let's see, political party-wise, I do think Syria will still need it, or Cappadocia, so we're not going to issue an edict. Alright, so I'm going to mop up the province of Gore and Persepolis. If anything happens that's exciting in the siege of Persepolis, I will see you guys there. Persepolis is ours. We did actually end up taking more casualties than I expected. It was nothing really to note other than the fact the elephants are to not be trifled with. Unfortunately for us, we learned that the hard way here. But Persis is ours. We have secured an entirety of a new region. Now, who did that go to? Us. Good. Let's go ahead and destroy all of that. Level up Galatia here. Let's give her Clementia. And we also got the Necropolis of Rostam. Great men should never be laying to rest in the cold ground. 5% morale. Increase in minus 10% land unit recruitment cost. Very nice. So we have secured that region, granting us some nice cleaner borders as we push ever deeper into enemy territory. Arsacia is done with the plague, and so is our legion up here. They are going to be able to recruit. I'm going to march the legion of Ekbatana east. They're still suffering. So we do have the upper hand on the enemy for now. These legions, I really don't think they can suffer any more consequence. That's the Gothi, that's the Alani. I seem to have lost the Marcramani. Oh, there they are. Oh, it looks like they are going for the Alani. What a hell of a move. I did end the turn, though, just to really send it through. But we are ready to pressure Galatia, and I am a little... Oh, more than anything, actually, down here, I need to draw your attention to. This force has managed to slip out of Yathrib, out of the impending forces of Arabia coming to crush it. And they are dangerously close as actually striking Petra, which means a lot more than just risking... our allies in a bit of a kerfuffle. It is actually taking another achievement from us if we lose. So I've gone ahead and stationed a general there, and we will see what happens. But for now, let's see. I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna lay siege.
Ready for battle.
To Galatia. We're not gonna call our allies to help. Oh, I do apologize for the barking. Yeah, we are now devious, but we are going to assault these armies.
Victory for Rome!
And we must give chase. And now, let's slaughter the Galatians like we truly expected. This battle you probably won't see, but you will see the battle at the settlement. Welcome everybody to the siege of Galatia's capital, something we've long awaited. And they are actually targeting our reinforcing army more than anything, trying to flank us here. Let's actually pull our 2 cav out. Yeah, they're gonna get into our archers. I'm not super worried about the casualties in this, as these armies will be, one of these armies will be left, but the other is going to be disbanded.
Melee horsemen! Commander!
Yeah, they are going to cut down that 4 unit there. I don't know why you let them do that, but we are decimating anything that remains. Yeah, what are they doing here?
The enemy general is dead.
There goes their general. Our pikes will hold firm.
Melee horsemen!
I don't think they'll. I don't think our army that initiated the assault is going to even see the enemy main line here.
Ready to ride!
As we've dealt with everything. Indeed, they are definitely routing.
Infantry ready! Orders! Orders! Awaiting orders! Awaiting orders!
Melee horsemen! Orders! At your service!
Perfect stuff here. We've slaughtered them.
Melee cavalry ready! Commander! Ready! For glory! Yours to command! Melee cavalry!
I don't really think we need to worry too much, but just in case, let's make sure we don't let them flee.
At the ready!
Melee cavalry! Orders understood by your command!
Go for them, and go for them. Finally, really glad we built these 2 legions up and we managed to get our spy in there. That made this battle a lot easier to deal with. And with that, the Galatians have been defeated, and I think that's going to be the end of their faction. And with that, Galatia should fall. And we will be just occupying because there is a glorious military complex here. Yeah, tier 3 barracks. Let's go ahead and get rid of this in carry there, or Ankh. Make sure this is still owned by the Greek families. Indeed it is. Do we... Oh, the Greek families are plus 40 now. Jesus. Militarist, provincial initiatives, marriage, government type, promoted character, expansionist 20. I see. We've just been expanding a lot. Is there any other regions we could give it to? The Latin families have changed just a little bit. They own Bithynia and Pontus, and they now own Armenia as well, so we could utilize Armenia. Yeah, culture's fine now. We're going to enact party loyalty there. Really don't need the party loyalty right now, considering you're sitting at 40. And we've done it to them. So we could use our extra edict to actually benefit Judea. Why is Judea on party loyalty? We own Judea. Yeah. If only we had known that. Whoops. If only. Let's go for tax rate then. And then let's hit Syria is the next one. We do need Syria to be on that. Armenia is the next one. Armenia is being converted to party loyalty. Palmyra, it says it still needs it, so we'll keep it. Mesopotamia needs that extra public order. So Galatia is next. Alright, well, if Galatia's next no matter what, let's get let's see here. Is there any benefit? Really don't need the food. The public order will go away, so I think tax rate is fine for now.
How can I be of assistance?
All right, let's grab our spy. And we need to make our way north. I'm not super worried. The Marcomanni do appear to be attacking the Alani forces. So that does bring the question that we probably need these legions to disperse separately. A novella here. A good sheet. I mean, you could be really good governors. This goes to the commander's unit infantry. Okay. It goes to more than just the commander's unit. But this is about recruitment. Yeah. But these armies are rather fine for now when it comes to defense. So we'll give her lawgiver.
We hunger for battle.
Meanwhile, Crispus here, he likes Easterners. Does she as well? She does too. Jesus, man, everyone is. I mean, we are a bit more of an Eastern-centered Roman faction. So we'll have to be careful with that. And see what happens. So she can't move. I guess that means we'll be putting her in charge of Nicomedia. And meanwhile, the Legion of Syria, I think, are going to be making their way to Trapezos or Armenia, maybe Artaxis. Yeah, we'll send them that way because we do need defensive legions where we can have them. We did finish a research that I have forgotten about. I didn't actually, yeah, we did. All right, let's take a gander here. What did we research? Oh, we could, wow. We could knock that out. I think it was military though, Nubian archery. Campaign unlocked. The battle would give us more morale. That's centered on mercenaries, that's centered on ships. This is going to be military buildings in general. Let's go. I guess we could center on this. Why not? Get our tier 2 culture unlocked. And we will go from there. Really glad we finally got a tier 3 legionary barracks though. That's going to give us access to some of the most prized units of the Palmyrian kingdom. And Galatia not being in our thorn anymore is wonderful. Can kind of breathe a sigh of relief there that we've fixed that border issue without any costly war. And securing Persis has done us wonders as well, giving us a solid front line here. I'm a little worried that there might be a way through this way to Susa, but the force at Persis or Persepolis can hold both if needed. Actually lost one unit. Need to remember that. Not gonna replenish that.
I'm listening.
You guys are still struggling, which is unfortunate. Once these legions, once the Legion of the East, I think, is replenished, them and Ecbatana can push the border even further, taking on Zadrakata and Hecatomopolis. Hectomopolis. I'm still butchering that. Meanwhile, these two legions are going to be charged with trying to secure the southern bit. Now, there is a admiral down here now that we need to worry about, and there is a what looks like another fleet So we need to be cautious, and I wonder...
Commander,
Oh yeah, I forgot there is this issue to attend to.
hunger for battle.
We're really gonna have to rely on mercenaries here, and I really hate that. Do them. They have significantly pushed this force, so I think we're safe to try and force march the Legion of Septimus over here and see what we can do,
Ready for battle.
because these guys need help.
Soldiering. It's a good life.
Give me everything you can, because I am very worried that this force will attack us.
At your command.
And if they don't, if they take Garhal, we'll at least have an army. We can suffer the consequences until we deal with that little excursion. These legions up here, though, are a little disturbing now that I think about it. They're super cheap. Well, we have 6 archers. Let's get rid of 1 archer unit. Make that a 6 stack. 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, that was actually perfect. I don't think we need them desperately, though. They are rather cheap, but it would help us economically. And we can get rid of 2 without really hurting anything. Drop it down to 15, so 6, 6, 2.
We hunger for battle.
Merge those forces to get rid of you. Six. There we go. We've dropped them down to garrison legions. Rather strong garrison legions. These aren't vigiles by any means. Those armies will hold cities rather swimmingly. But it does keep our economy afloat, which is more important. Because I think we're going to need to raise a new force over here as well. Mainly with the politicians. We have quite a few. We could look to entice more individuals over here. Entice. It halves the target gravitas. Let's do that for some of these characters. Let's start diminishing the Greek family's control and bring them to our side. Because it is also going to trigger, it's going to trigger loyalty benefits. And now they're down to just 4 characters, all generals, but, well, actually one's a politician. But definitely nothing to be too worried about, and it should slowly, with the gravitas gain, it should slowly start to try and increase our authority, which is what we need. Meanwhile, let's grab all you guys cost money. That's all positives. I'm okay with that. The Legion of Egalobulus. I want a pike unit.
We hunger.
Just in case, a pike unit plus that garrison.
At your command.
More than anything, I think they would need some ranged support. And it doesn't even have to... the missile damage is a lot higher with archers, so... We're gonna grab some archers real quick. Just to make sure that city is safe. I don't want to risk losing a achievement because, you know, we didn't risk it. We did secure Galatia finally, granting us our Chapter 2 objectives. We didn't get Arabia Magna fully because Garhal refuses to ally with us, unfortunately. Oh, and the enemy owned a settlement there. But, you know, An achievement is a chapter complete is a chapter complete. Our allies are going to capture Lathrib. I'm just more worried about this force here. We do have some cash to spend, so I would like to try and do something with it. You're 17. You guys are all way too old. I think that stays, really. I think the other nobles do still connect to the party influence, even if they're not a part of the royal family, so I'm not super worried about that. Let's go ahead and get him married, why not? Oh, not too bad, not too bad. A decent marriage. Let's grab security. That research rate looks good to me. And let's give her 2 more cunning as well. Excuse me. I don't necessarily think it's important. Could also get him married as well. Really increase our character limit. These guys could marry too, some of them. But that's why we dropped their... That's why we started to entice some of them, is so that we could lower their influence. Alright, let's send you to Lydia. If we get a settlement out of Lydia, it wouldn't be that bad. We are in Asia, so it would not hurt us too much. But let's end... Well, never mind, actually. No, yeah. Actually, no. End the turn, save the cash, just in case we need to recruit a mercenary army. See, that's not good. That's not good at all. We do not have a easy way to defend everything.
The storm has raged long enough, and now, at your agreement, the softer rains of peace could be yours.
Now, see, I would be open to this, but they refuse to do anything other than just outright peace.
That my lord looks to end the war. He will not look to end it another day.
I really don't think. Fingers crossed, I don't think we're in a position to where we have to debate peace, and they did not attack us, so.
The time.
Alright, the barbarian tribes ending agreements with us is not good. Ooh, we gained a very generous tribute. Control 3 settlements. It is Easter.
As you request. Is that all?
This poor army is just destroyed. Dishonest, 4 cunning, 20. That is horrible, honestly. But whatever. Alright. Lots of edicts issued. Make sure politically nothing changed. Nope, they're sitting at 19 now. That's great. Perfect. Political... Actually, you know what? All we need to do is get above 65% influence, and we will work towards that slowly. So, Gerha did secure Yathrib. However, they lost this northern region. Nabatea seems to be targeting it. I'm quite okay with they can't attack us either, it looks like. So, you guys can definitely get disbanded. You guys are just 122, so I'm okay with that. Continue moving our heir over here. One more turn and that legion can disband fully, along with its mercenaries. But with the northern Germanic tribes breaking treaties with us, that makes me rather hesitant. Rather hesitant indeed. What is it? Treaties with the Alani. The Gothi have almost secured the entirety of the coast of the Black Sea.
The gods will have me listen to you,
but do not pass.
We still host non-aggression with them, but alright, you're word to Gothy, and that is it.
Greetings.
I would love to be in a position to subjugate Lydia, because I think they would actually be a valuable ally.
For the people.
My skills, my soul.
Alright, with this city now being freed of its military, let's see, what can we put? Farming is at a reduction right now. Is that due to winter? It is. Industry is 11, so could totally invest in industry, or we could get an agora, or maybe we could even do a procurator's villa. I say that now, never mind. Aqueduct first and foremost. Let's boost our sanitation. We don't want any outbreaks.
We're ready.
I'm quite confident in this force holding anything that crosses the Hellespont, as long as it crosses the Hellespont and nowhere else.
On the road again. They will never see me.
I'm rather okay with that. Where has this second army gone?
Ready for orders.
Alright, this one though needs to... we need to figure something out. Trapezos will fall if it's assaulted. Excuse me.
Ready for battle.
If anything, Nicomedia would hold far better.
Ready for orders. March.
We need to be on our way either way. And if the Macramani get involved, that's even worse. The Gothi are definitely a threat. A substantial threat, too. Let's go ahead and continue breaking these. Persepolis. Let's grab a aqueduct and a shrine. Aqueduct, a shrine. You're gonna benefit from industry thanks to this, so why not do that as well?
Ready for battle.
How can there be resistance?
Alright. Muscat appears to be coming to our aid. They are still definitely building fleets, though. It's primarily skirmisher based, so that is pretty okay with me. Means we'll outdo them.
Moving unseen.
That has a lot of Persian levies, so
How may I serve you?
securing Harmosian BAM shouldn't be too difficult. It just opens up the mountains here. So we probably need to move in to secure this area first.
My sword is yours. We hunger for
They are in an extremely diminished state.
For the people.
Yeah, that force is in no condition to assault. I think we might be safe for the Legion of Ekbaktan to attack the region capital of Parthia. We're gonna find out.
in the settlement.
Oh, indeed. Most definitely, indeed. They will fall in 2 turns, so let's siege them out. Arsaki is struggling. Merge that force so I can get another archer. Excuse me. I'd rather get another 2 full pikes as well, so that will kind of, that'll bolster the recruitment, thankfully.
We hunger for battle.
This army I'm going to keep here, as I don't want it to get assaulted when it's at half health. No reason to risk that. This army is okay to just get some Vigiles. They have a massive defense boost. We are targeting that unit.
At your command. We hunger for battle.
Our air is almost to Petra.
Commander. Rome needs good fighters.
16 there versus their
Ready
19.
for battle. At your command.
Fingers crossed we can hold.
At your
We have a sizable chunk of cash.
On behalf of the...
Is there anybody willing to trade that we're not trading with? Definitely not Numidia. They have actually stabilized. They've secured that region. Can't trade with Gaul. The Alani are being pushed back to the brink.
Welcome, friend, welcome. I, in my lord's name, will give you a fair answer before the sun sets.
Alright, client state, military ally.
Greetings, most excellent friend. Be at home and speak as you would
Are you
before your own
willing?
heart.
No.
Please accept.
No. Aksum.
Welcome, friend, welcome. I, in my lord's name, will give you a fair answer before the sun sets.
Okay, they're definitely willing for that. What about... Alright, so they will take a military alliance for a certain amount of cash. How much? Perfect.
I agree and...
Please accept.
Because the
as
more
a most
military
humble
alliances we get,
audience for your terms, my poor self.
the more military
Friendship
alliances we
does not
get,
rely on a form of words, my friend.
the less conquering we have to do.
I,
So we now own a whole nother province thanks to securing Ethiopia via military alliances and client state status. Wonderful. Secure. Our allies have secured that entirety. Alright, we need to hold there. We are completing that already, and we need to forge a defensive or military alliance with the following faction. That's not going to happen. That is not happening at all. Oh wow, we're actually kind of doing okay here with securing a cultural victory. No promises that we're actually going to get that. But that is pretty cool. Judea is making over 3 grand now. Jesus. I think a villa would do good here, considering how much money we're raking in. The question is where. I'd love to get rid of this, the Christian strong here. It would cost 2, -4 public order. Let's see. It is giving 10 sanitation. It's actually acting as the sanitation in this building, or in this region. I mean, I guess I'm okay with them. I guess I'm okay with it being here. It is what it is. I think. We could go for an achievement later to give them all in this one city. So for now, let's just Salamis, and we will start working towards lowering the amount of banditry in the area. Miles Hormos. Go ahead and upgrade that. Same for Alexandria. We can definitely invest a lot in these regions. Get one more intern in there. I'm definitely worried. The eastern threat is being subdued, but it seems the barbarians to the north are starting to take a bit of a fancy to our land. I'm not sure what that might mean. Oh, we went bankrupt? Shoot, which one do we actually want? Which one will we make? Let's do 5 tariff. Ooh, that was not a lot. Yep. Sabah. Gosh darn it, they secured a region down there. That's unfortunate. Oh. I tried catching that before she got too psycho. Let's see, is there anything... Ooh, that culture conversion will help, actually. Alright. Our heir has made it to Petra.
Ready for that.
Meaning this whole army can disband. And he can move in, and he will hold Petra now.
We hunger for battle.
We really... Where is that military target gone? Clear the target. Attack that, please. So did that break trade with like a couple factions? Because that's the only thing that makes sense to me, is it broke trade with a couple. That only appears to be the Sabah. We can't trade with the Mori, unfortunately, and Aksum, which is weird because we have client state status through the Blimmy, so we should be able to trade with these guys in my mind. But whatever. Unfortunate, but not the end of the day. Sabah needs to fix that issue immediately because they're suffering food issues now. Appears whatever's going on here is not a concern to us, that's for sure. I do hate that I'm having to continue. I might just leave these two here. No, it'll cost us money to disband that. Want to deploy. And I was correct, the Sassanids look like they're making a ploy for Susa. I'm not too worried about Astrabad falling anymore to this. We have the range, I think, to beat them. One more turn and this city will fall. This legion... Ooh, is not replenishing anymore. Why? If I had to guess... Well, no, actually, I don't know why.
Ready for orders.
Oh, we're bankrupt. Duh. That is unfortunate. We just lost money. We're not bankrupt. We still have money in the bank.
As you request.
Alright, where do we want to put our forces here? Eastern's on the rise there.
Ready for battle. We are ready.
You being fond of Eastern culture is not good. Nicomedia will hold.
Ready for battle.
Just in case.
Big the latrines.
Just in case.
Ready for orders.
And yeah, the Alani are being besieged by the Gothi. So really, we would need a force at Trapezos and Artaxis. Potentially even down here at Gapata, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. I'm getting a little worried. Definitely getting a little worried. Oh, I don't want to really... And thanks to being bankrupt one turn, unfortunately, all of a sudden we're struggling. We need to look towards an army that needs to be knocked down a peg or two. And I think it's going to be you guys. You don't need cav if you're defending a city. The rest of you are needed, though. We could try to drop it down to 10. Alright, we're now making one singular coin, but everybody is replenishing. Perfect. It's exactly what we needed. Man, you actually need to fix your army comp. Let's go ahead and try to do that while we're here. We have 6 pikes, 4 spears. You need some cav.
For the people.
With how little money we're making, though, that might not be too smart right now. Alright, we can afford 1 cav unit. So 1 cav unit is what we'll do. Alright, we're at 14 and 19 now. You have a little too much influence to really do anything with. You, though, we could try to send to... I don't think this is gonna be smart. It's gonna cost money as well. They could just insult us. So send them to Gerha, perhaps. No, they could give us a settlement, and we don't want that. We're gonna hold off on spending any money. Folks, I think that is where I'm gonna call today's episode. We have the Siege of Hick. Man, these names are getting worse and worse every time. I think I learn and then I don't. Hecatomopolis. Hecatomopolis. Yeah, we're attacking this city. Apologies for butchering the name and the culture of it, but if you enjoyed today's episode and today's glorious conquest, like and subscribe as always. But until the next one, I've been your host, Salty, and my co-host, Winston, and we will catch you guys later. I'm never gonna nail intros, but hope you all have a great day. Peace out, everybody.